Today I'm taking my new BoxVan on its first real test, driving it 4 hours from Portland back to Central Oregon. It's my first road trip in this thing, and to make today's video even more interesting, I'm going to be spending the night in it. There's no build, no setup, just me, the van, and a rough idea of what camping in here might be like. Let's hit the road and see how it goes. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today's adventure is going to be really exciting because we are taking my new Ford BoxVan all the way back to Central Oregon. I bought this over the holidays in Portland when I was home visiting some family, and today starts the adventure of trying to get this rig or this truck back over the pass and back home to Central Oregon. Heading out here early this morning, the plan is to try and make it over the pass and then maybe do some camping tonight as well, test out sleeping in the BoxVan for the first time. So let's go ahead and get started. First thing first, let's make sure that this thing starts up. It's been sitting for about a week now, so it should be all good. But of course, you never know when you're buying used vehicles. Definitely takes a little bit of time for me to build some trust with these rigs. So we're gonna try and fire it up here now and make sure we're all squared away for about the 3.5–4 hour drive we have back to Bend. Let's go ahead and do a cold start here, see if she starts up. She started right up. We'll probably have to stop and get some gas, and we'll get on our way. Gonna be an adventure today for sure. With my brother today, shout out to him for driving me here to pick up the van, and we're about to take this thing on its very first road trip. So I'm not sure how big the tank is, but we spent $52, 14 gallons, and I think it was already almost half full. I'm pretty sure these trucks have a pretty big tank though. All right, guys. Here we go. Start of a 4-hour adventure in the new BoxVan. All right, so we are on our way. First time really driving this BoxVan. I drove it obviously home from when I purchased it, but that was only about 30 minutes or so. So I really am not too familiar with the vehicle. It's pretty much brand new to me. It's gonna take some getting used to for sure today. Look at that, guys. We got another BoxVan in front of us. First drive, 4-hour road trip. We're definitely gonna be putting it to the test today, and I think honestly it'll be a good opportunity here to see how it drives, get it on the highway for a longer trip, and just, yeah, get a better feel for the van. So really excited for today. Might be trying to do some camping tonight as well while I have this vehicle out and about. Figured it'd be a perfect opportunity to take it out for a little test and see how it is sleeping in it. Obviously I don't have anything built out in the back, but not the greatest sleeping situation. Despite that though, I still think it could be a fun opportunity to get this thing out for its first camping trip. So that's kind of today's video. That's the plan for today. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope you guys enjoy this adventure. Man, I'll tell you what, guys, it is a beautiful day in Portland out there. Clear skies, sunny. It's not usually like this in the winter time. I always love this view of the different bridges going across the Willamette River here in Portland. All right, and here we go. Accelerating onto the freeway. This thing's not the most powerful, but it's also not horrible. Honestly, feels pretty good so far. The only thing I've noticed is that it is pretty loud with the box. I just went ahead and closed that sliding door back there, and it helped a little bit. But when I'm doing the build, I think some insulation will help to kind of quiet down all of this rattling. First part of the drive, which was going down the freeway, made it through that. Now we're going on to some highways, and then eventually a mountain pass. So first stage done. Box truck made it, BoxVan made it. Lots left to go though. It's an absolutely beautiful day out here. It could not be better weather. Nice and clear skies, a bit cold, but a beautiful January day. You can start to see some of those mountains out in the distance there. On the drive from Portland to Central Oregon, you have to go over a mountain pass, and that's part of the reason that I wanted to do this drive on a day like today where the weather is nice and sunny, is just with this van being two-wheel drive, and having some pretty old and bald summer tires, it's not really a rig I want to take driving in the snow or ice quite yet. Check out this view with the river down there, the mountains out in the distance. Man, this is absolutely gorgeous. Only in Oregon do you get casual roadside waterfalls. This thing honestly handles better than you might think for a box van. It's definitely a smaller box van, being that it is a 10-foot box on the back. But still, I am honestly pretty impressed with it so far.
All the land disappears. We walk no longer. We walk no longer. And we float upon a broken ocean with life and ripples in its wake. We float, but nothing stays in motion till the broken ocean breaks.
Snow zone, carry chains, or traction tires. Unfortunately, we have neither. Straight ahead up there is one of the ski resorts I used to ski at a lot when I was growing up. Looks like it's a beautiful day up there today. This pass can get pretty gnarly in the wintertime with snow and ice out here, so really glad and thankful to have gotten a day like this for driving this thing back home. Guys, yet again up there, it looks like we're gonna descend down into some clouds. Looks like a little bit of an inversion going on. Gotta run to the store, pick up some food first, just so we have some snacks and dinner tonight. And yeah, then we'll move on to looking for a spot to camp in the box vans. We've done most of the drive over to Central Oregon. So far, things have been going pretty well. The box van has made it this far with no issues yet, knock on wood. I'm definitely missing the sunshine. It was so nice to have some blue skies for a bit. We're gonna run into town here now, pick up some food, snacks, things for tonight, and then we'll head out, go look for a camp spot for the very first night camping in my box van. Well, I grabbed some food. I could not pass on these sourdough rolls. I absolutely love sourdough bread, so I grabbed up a couple of those. And just gonna eat for a bit here, and then we'll go do some exploring and try and find a spot to camp tonight. I'm not taking this thing too deep down some trails just because it is still new to me. It's pretty foggy, cloudy, and there's definitely some snow on the side of the road. But we are looking for a place where we could go camp for tonight. Lots of options here in Central Oregon. Just gonna drive around a bit, and I'm sure we won't have any problem finding a spot to camp. There's kind of more snow than I was expecting out here right now, so gonna have to see if we can find a trail that we could turn off on that's kind of clear. Well, what I'm realizing is with this box truck, this is about how fast I can go on these off-road trails. And even still, my stuff in the back is absolutely flying around. I mean, I'm not even going, like my speedometer says I'm going 0. And I think it's making me appreciate the Sequoia and how amazing it is for off-road, because these trails are no problem in the Sequoia. Can be cruising at like 30 or 40 miles per hour easily. And yeah, we can't even go faster than 2 to 3 miles per hour in this box van. Oh my gosh. Alright, well that was quite the adventure. That was a long day. About 3.5 hours over here to Central Oregon. I have a bunch of stuff in here right now, some trash and my table saw. So it's not going to be perfect for camping tonight, but I still think we can make this into a pretty sweet setup. This thing is so insanely heavy. So my plan is just to kind of set up this moving blanket so we're not sleeping directly on the hard woods. Well, I shut the back door, came in through one of these front doors, and now we're kind of in the living area here. And the first thing I'm going to work on tonight is getting my bed set up. It's not going to be great. It's just not built out at all for camping in right now. These string lights are awesome. They just roll up. If you guys have watched my videos of winter camping, I'm sure you have seen these. See if they're charged. Oh yeah. Guys, I can't even tell you how cool this is. I'm up in the driver's seat. Imagine I just parked somewhere. I come through here, slide this door shut, and now I am in my own personal little home. Having a van like this, having a bigger vehicle with more space where I can have a bed, somewhere to sit, a kitchen, all of these things has been something that I have been thinking about for so long. I know it's going to be a huge project. There are going to be tons of problems I run into. There are going to be really low points where I probably regret it, but right now I'm just feeling so excited and inspired to start this build. I'm gonna try and move this table saw towards the back, kind of turn it. The reason being, I actually might be able to use this as a table. All right, sweet. One immediate thing I'm realizing after parking is just how cold it gets. So I think when I'm doing the build, it's gonna be really important to have insulation in the walls just to make this more comfortable for camping in cold temperatures. I know the BoxVan is currently not built out at all. It's pretty much just an empty box, but already I'm really loving it because of the fact that I can stand up in here. There is so much space, and the pass-through, the ability to go straight from the driver's seat into the back here, into my future little home. Already I'm loving this van, and I think the potential for camping and longer, bigger road trips is huge. Well, I just came outside for a bit here, and it's so foggy. Pretty cool though, looking through the forest and just seeing kind of the fog on the horizon. If you guys have any comments, tips, or advice for building a camper like this, definitely let me know. You can drop a comment in the comment section of this video, or you can send me a message on Instagram. I would love to hear from you guys. If you are interested in seeing more of the BoxVan builds, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It's completely free, and it's a great way to help support my channel, so I really do appreciate it. All right, I was just doing some filming out there. Let me tell you guys, it is cold. Unfortunately, it's not much warmer here. Oh yeah, looks so good. I got my little snow slippers as well. These are awesome. Here is a quick look at the setup tonight. Come through the pass-through into the camper. We got our string lights set up. Just have my bed on the floor for tonight. And we got our table saw, which is acting as our kitchen. So we got our stove and some water with easy access. This is our little home for the night. Could not be more stoked for the first night camping in my new BoxVan. I'm getting pretty hungry, so I figure I might get started on some dinner here. I didn't really have the time to pull out a ton of kitchen stuff. Just grabbed a pot, so just gonna be boiling some water and making a backpacking meal. Check out how cool this is, guys. Just fill up the water right here on the edge of the table. I forget how much water I need for dinner, but I don't think it's much. I know cooking inside might not seem like the safest, but I have a carbon monoxide detector. I have 2 fire extinguishers. So I feel like it should be okay. It may be dirty, it may be cold, but we are cooking dinner in the back of our box van, and that is pretty cool. Guys, it is so cool having a van. This was something I had been thinking about for a long time, and I knew it was something I'd probably really like. Let me tell you guys, now that I actually have one here and we're out camping in it, oh man, it is so awesome. Well, we got our dinner, we got this iced tea that is delicious, and then I'm a big college football fan, so watching the Penn State and Notre Dame playoff game here in the back of the box van. Quite an awesome night. Just finished up dinner. As far as plans for the rest of the night, not much on the schedule. It's 8:40 p.m. and it is 27 degrees. So is it the coldest night I've camped this year? Well, actually it's the first time I've camped in 2025, but definitely still a colder night for the first trip here in the box van. I've just been hanging out here in my little bed that I set up on the floor. I got the heater buddy over here in case I need it, along with some propane. It was definitely a big day. I started early this morning and had a big road trip, but BoxVan did great getting here, and I will see you guys in the morning for the journey back home. Well, first night in the box van went pretty well. It was pretty cold back here. Just turned the buddy heater on for the first time this morning. Otherwise, running it all the way through the night, it just takes a lot of propane. But being able to stand up, being able to walk around like this, oh my gosh, I absolutely love it. I've had the buddy heater going for, I guess it's probably been an hour, but look at the temperature. 54 degrees in here, and it feels so nice. Although it has been nice having the heat, we are going to shut this thing off and go out to the front and take a look outside. Alright, well that was the first night in the camper. It was a bit cold, but I am just so excited by the potential with this space. For longer road trips around the country, going farther places, and living out of a vehicle, this van should be awesome for that. And when you're done outside, just simply come through this pass-through and you're back in the living area. For these colder camping trips, I know I mentioned I have the buddy heater as well. I haven't been using that as much recently, so a sleeping bag and a couple blankets has kind of been my go-to for staying warm on these colder nights. Alright. I did bring my normal Home Depot foam pad last night for camping and slept on one of these just kind of like backpacking camping pads. And let me tell you guys, the 3-inch foam that I got from Home Depot for like 20 bucks is actually so much more comfortable than these sleeping pads. All right, it is time for a little cold start here. It's gotta be probably around 30 degrees or so. Not freezing cold, but still cold for a night of just sitting out here. So let's see how this thing fires up this morning. All right, started right up. All right guys, well that is going to wrap it up for this video of my first time camping in my new Ford E350 box van. I am so excited to start this new build. It may be a little bit before I get to take this van on another camping trip because there is going to be so much work that needs to be done. If you guys have any comments or ideas for me, I would love to hear from you, so feel free to drop them in the comment section of this video. If you guys are interested in seeing more of the box van build or more Toyota Sequoia content, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It's a completely free way to help support my channel. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.